I think we're live.
Wait, where do
If
you could get through one intro without a fucking technical difficulty, it would be a damn miracle.
What happened?
Hi, welcome to season 5, episode 12 of Lawfully Chaotic. As with me always are my partners in crime, Kristen from Kristen's Epic Adventure and Jason from TTRPG Academy, the storyteller. Thank you for joining us. We're watching after the fact. Sorry we were off last week. I promise I will get better about getting a schedule down so that you guys know when the show is. Jason, no words are needed, my friend. But anyway, tonight we'll do announcements, but we're going to start off with Kristen's show and tell because she didn't get to do it 2 weeks ago because Jason and I.
Why was that? You were blabbermouth.
Mouth shut for long enough.
Blabbermouth.
Well, the good news is
my show. It's my show tonight.
Tonight it is. The good news is I have nothing in particular to talk about tonight, so I'm just going to react to what you guys.
All right, I'll draw it out as slow as I
announcements. Let's see. What do I have going on? I don't have. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't have a whole hell of a lot going on lately because. And I've said this a million times before, but I'm just about at the point. I have one corporate client that basically is my kind of steady income, but it's getting to the point where I may have to dump it because I just cannot. I can't find the time to concentrate and focus on anything creative, which is why I haven't done anything in the space for like a few months now. And it's just not a good environment.
Well, you better hope they don't watch the stream. Are they going to dump you before you dump them?
You know what? They'd be doing
like 4 people that watch the stream, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, really.
I saw what you said on the internet.
And if they did, they'd be doing me a damn favor. Although my buddy is my creative director, which is how I got into the position. I don't work directly with him for obvious reasons, but he might see it and he may say to me, "What the fuck?" But
maybe he'll throw you a lifeline.
He and I had the same conversation yesterday. So.
Yeah.
But anyway. No, it's actually really been bothering me. It's funny because.
Well, have you been doing any Critical Role gigs or Darrington Press gigs or anything? Or
no, the rest of my work has been pretty light up until literally about a week or so ago, and I got a couple new clients, like returning clients for more work. I have to reach out to Critical Role and Darrington. I haven't talked to them in a while. I have a meeting set up. Well, I'm going to have a meeting set up with Rachel Romero next week, hopefully. She's no longer at Critical Role, but she's the one that originally got me in with them. She was their head of marketing, and she has since gone, but I did a little bit of work with her. So there are some wheels that are starting to turn, and it's funny because, and this is as much as I'll have to say tonight. Like I said, I promise this is your show tonight, Kristen. But no, it's funny because it is pertinent to the subject because because I feel the creative bug in there. Like I've written down a whole ton of ideas in my notebook, and that's kind of what got me really thinking. It's like I don't have time to fucking do any of this. I don't have time to even paint a mini right now. Because
all work and no painting makes Brian a cranky boy.
So I don't know. I've been doing some thinking, but I really want to get back into the creative churn, so to speak. So anyway, that's kind of why. And I know I don't owe anybody an explanation of why haven't you posted? But you get followers and they kind of expect to see shit and you don't post and it's like, whatever, I'm going to, so.
You don't feed the algorithm, they're not going to even show your face to them.
The algorithm's a whole nother story. Don't get me started on that.
We don't want to get you started on anything.
Don't get me started on So anyway,
I love you. I love having you.
yeah, now he has somebody to gang up with against me. Not that you've ever needed anybody.
I haven't uttered.
Started. I don't want to get you started on.
Yeah,
anything.
I haven't uttered a single word. My friend.
No, I know. But in all seriousness, though, I'm seriously thinking about making some changes so I can concentrate on the stuff that I really love and why I got into this and why I left the corporate and agency world last time, 7-8 years ago when I started RPG Company and broke off on my own to pursue just my own clients. And I'm kind of right back there mentally, and that's not a good thing. So Jason, you can certainly identify with that, with the gigs that you have.
I identify as a toaster without bread.
No, you says I am a meat popsicle. Movie?
No, it's too warm here to be a meat popsicle.
It's from The Fifth Element.
No.
But
Oh,
anyway, so that is my
that
announcement.
movie, and I don't remember
That is one of the greatest movies.
I know.
Why I think it is.
And when it came out, it was not very well received. It turned into a cult classic. Like and it's become one of the most widely cosplayed movies as well.
That movie, to me, it encapsulates, I think, almost, well, I don't want to say that because of Marvel, but before Marvel Studios came around, that movie to me encapsulated what a comic book come to life on the screen should have been like.
Yeah.
It was
or at least a very solid, good first attempt.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch that this weekend. I haven't watched that in a long time.
So, Kristen, how is the card industry? Anything shaking up the card industry lately?
Other than business is booming.
Yeah.
Over at work. I mean,
that's good. What's the impetus for the business boom? Is it seasonal? Is it economical? What do you think?
I couldn't tell you because I'm not even a card.
I know I'm seeing a lot more collector YouTubers lately that have been getting more popular in the algorithm.
We've been doing some live streams like from right in our office. They have some
cool.
people who come in and use our media room to do like box breaks and stuff because I'll be in like the next room over and all of a sudden I hear like, yeah, Charizard, and I'm like, what the hell's going on over there?
Have you heard of any additional fallout from WotC overprinting Magic cards to the point that they pissed off the entire collectors community?
I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing.
She's too busy. She's too busy looking for fox corners and imperfections and pixelated holograms and.
That's all
I imagine when you walk into her office, she's doing this
with a loop like a jeweler. I sent two of my son's Pokemon cards to PSA.
What's your funnest one that you did and the worst one you did, Kristen? What do you think?
Oh my goodness. Are you talking about grading cards? I don't even grade cards anymore.
Well, what, you don't grade anymore? I thought that's what you did.
I used to. Now I'm a supervisor.
Oh, so you don't work at all.
I do a lot. It's a working supervisor. I do a lot of work, actually. I received like 20,000 cards the other day.
Shots fired.
Well, but you said you don't grade cards, so what do you do with them?
Receive them.
So you sit in a chair and cards show up, you receive them and hand them off to someone?
Yeah, they go to the verification department, and I manage all the receivers.
God, I love middle management.
Doesn't bother me. I fucking love it.
I know it does. You get paid just to move a box of cards from one table to another.
That's like remember Office Space. So what do you do here? Well, I take the form and I take it from the customer and I give it to the fulfillment department. That's all you do.
Right?
I need my red stapler. I need my red stapler, please. My red stapler.
We have had some really cool, like autographed Black Lotuses come through and stuff.
Very cool.
No way.
Now, when you say autographed Black Lotus, what makes it a good autograph? Like, a creator who did the artwork?
I think it's autographed by the artist who.
I autographed all of my Magic cards myself. I just wrote
good for you. Good for you.
That's why we went from grade 9 to grade 2. Who the fuck is this Brian Weiss guy?
Why the hell is he writing all over my goddamn
Some 5-year-old kid wrote a marker all over his card.
Yeah, it's an autograph. There's pictures of pee-pees and wee-wees on this card.
Oh my god.
All right. So, Jason, what about you for announcements? And then I want to hear what
Strahd Table's a lot of fun right now. It's officially full. The Neon and Ley Lines was fun. That's officially full as well. I'm running the Friday night Star Wars game for Brian right now. Brian is out of town for a month. So he let me put together a 4-part anthology Star Wars series for the players. And
that's cool.
They had an absolute blast.
That would be Brian the Bearded Nerd.
Yeah, Brian the Bearded Nerd.
Is this the Star Wars game from Fantasy Flight?
No, 5th edition.
Oh, I see.
Yes, it's SWG 5E. The Fantasy Flight one, I think, is more of a tabletop war game, I believe. The one, the miniature-based one?
I'm not sure.
Or is it role-playing?
No,
I'll look it up.
They have like 3 different ones. I have one.
Yeah, that's always been part of the problem with the Star Wars role-playing games is like there's no...
It's role-playing.
Okay. All I know is the one I tried to play that had like weird fucking dice associated.
Yeah, it has weird dice.
Okay, that was terrible. I didn't like that game. So
mine's been sitting in the box.
I love the 5th edition conversion because it's already familiar to me, but it still has a lot of Star Wars lore. I am almost done with the Phandelver table. I'll have that set up for summertime, and I'm still working on conversion for the Firefly table.
Nice.
And I'm
is it all 5e?
No, Firefly is going to be Daggerheart. So I'm converting it to Daggerheart. Phandelver is obviously 5.5.
Right.
But Phandelver is specifically going to be a table for learners. So I'm going to be, looking for players that have never played before. Because that's really what that campaign is really designed for. It's an intro beginner's perspective on the game. And I like it. Phandelver's fun. I'm having a lot of fun running Strahd. I didn't think I would, because me, I'm not really a conventional module DM. But watching the new Dungeon Masters series and then playing the Strahd game on Sundays, every other Sunday, it's been pretty awesome. I forgot how much I love horror. Horror is fun. I really do enjoy horror. So that's all I got. Nothing else.
Nice.
Cool. All right, Kristen.
Show and tell.
What's your show and tell? Or I should say, what's your tell, you said.
It's just a tell. I don't have anything to show. Well, I can show you a few things, but it's not something I own. But, we were talking about, like, things that were coming out and other systems and things like that. And we know D&D just had their, 50th anniversary?
Yeah.
Right? Well, Chaosium is also having their 50th anniversary right now. So they actually just released
50th 50 also.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been around for a long
50th.
time.
Yeah. 50th.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know either until this 50th anniversary slipcase set showed up. So it's the Keeper rulebook, the Investigator handbook, and a screen in this really awesome looking slipcase. Now, it's normally like $140, but it's only $100 on Amazon right now. It's got this really cool artwork on it.
Yeah, because technically Chaosium's been Call of Cthulhu since the beginning, right?
Right.
Yeah,
that was their first, one of their first products.
Yeah, Cthulhu's been around for a
so you're
long
essentially
time.
getting like the player's guide, the DM's guide, and a screen in this really cool pack with like new artwork on the cover and stuff that I thought looked really cool because I didn't realize either. Now, also, they just also released Campfire Tales, which is a new book of Cthulhu adventures, but you get to play as scouts. So you're, Campfire Tales. So it's still set in the 1920s. Awesome. But you're playing like scouts, and they said there's part of the system has been modified to be able to use merit badges.
Yes,
that you have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. That's an really
awesome idea.
Right?
I love the artwork. The artwork.
Campfire Tales: Scouts Against Cthulhu.
And of course, it's set in Boston, West Haven and environs.
Oh, there you go.
So we'd be burning witches in New Map.
And like the cover, you got like the scouts sitting around the campfire. Yep. But the fact that I kind of want to buy it just to see how this merit badge thing works.
Yeah.
Because I thought it sounded cool, including scout ability badges and an adversary mechanic. And it comes with 4 scenarios that you can play as one-shots or put together as the full West Haven campaign. It says, when a hiking trip goes awry, the scouts discover worse things than being alone in the woods at night. I thought that was kind of cool how they're making it like scout-based.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, so your investigator is like a scout.
It like presets the cozy, scary around the campfire feeling.
Right?
Of a story, of a horror story, yeah.
And it says even though you're making like a scout investigator, when they reach adulthood, they're ready to take on Call of Cthulhu campaigns as fully fledged investigators. So it's almost like an intro, sounds like kind of thing. But
very
it's
cool.
all like you get to play a little scout. I thought that was really neat.
That's awesome.
Personally, as somebody who was a Girl Scout from the time she was like 6 until she was like 18. I dig the whole scouting thing, and I was even a camp counselor at Girl Scouts, not the overnight camp where you stay over, but like the day camp that we had in town.
So Chaosium makes Call of Cthulhu, Rune Quest, Pendragon.
They also make runes. I've heard really good things about Pendragon. In fact, the Glass Cannon people love Pendragon.
Yeah, that's also been around forever, hasn't it?
I think so. I don't
think they're on 4th edition, aren't they? Like 4th or 5th edition at this point.
I think so.
Well, that's the starter set. Hold on, core
something
rule
like that. Maybe I can just find somebody who already made a YouTube video about the merit badges, and I can save myself a 40. Although the hardcover is $43, but you can get the PDF for only $22. So maybe I'll pick up the PDF.
Cool.
That is cool. I do like the artwork in Pendragon. That reminds me of a little bit of kind of like D&D retro art.
Right.
Totally, yeah.
Flat colored art.
Yep.
Yeah, so I thought that was, really cool for Chaosium to also be celebrating 50 years. I'm sure they'll be doing a lot of things at Gen Con this year then if it's their 50th.
Well, yeah, I think they all are, right? D&D
and they usually do a lot of stuff anyway, but with it being their anniversary, there might be even more.
I would have lost that. I would have got that question wrong in a trivia contest. How long have they been around?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to, maybe next time we can do some trivia. I like when we do trivia questions.
Okay, we can do that.
Those are fun too. Those are
cool.
fun.
Check out Chaosium.
Yes.
So I got it. Oh,
what do you got?
No. Keep going.
Well, I'm not going to talk for the whole entire hour. What do you got? You got some little snippet to put in between, like a little intermission?
No, it was going to probably end up changing the subject. So keep
That's okay.
going.
I was ready to go on to the next thing. So if you want to change the subject,
no, I don't. No, I don't at all.
Okay,
no,
now we're fighting over who's talking next.
I didn't mean to give you the impression that I wanted to change. I thought it sounded like you were. It sounded like you were done.
I was only done with the Chaosium. I have something.
Okay,
else.
then.
But before I go there, though, I want to ask: have you guys ever played like the Pulp Cthulhu stuff? What's the Pulp Cthulhu? I get confused sometimes. What's this Pulp stuff?
So anytime they refer to pulp, it usually means noir, like detective noir, black and white noir, kind of like classic vintage noir, dark. So like, for example, there's this, I can't remember the name of the book, but there's this great pulp RPG book that is in the vein of Indiana Jones, but it's not IP'd as Indiana Jones.
Oh, I've heard of that one too.
The book looks gorgeous. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And I've been dying to get my hands on it, except I can't remember the name of the book.
God, what is that?
And it all takes place, I think, between like right after World War One.
Right?
Like
it's very Indiana Jones style.
Yeah, it's that magical time period of
Brian. Hit the interwebs, Brian, and find it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting the name of it, but so whenever they talk about pulp, like obviously there's OSR, right? Old school versus new school. And then typically when they refer to pulp, they're referring to like the obviously I think the best reference is the movie Pulp Fiction, which is a montage of noir stories, that kind of all intertwine with each other. Pulp novels are typically noir based, whether it's detective or adventure or
Sherlock Holmes is an example. H.P. Lovecraft, John Carter of Mars is an example.
Yeah.
Now I want to know what that Indiana Jones.
Justice Inc. Hero Games, is that it? Justice Inc. Came out in 1984.
Like the cover of it literally looks
like an Indiana
newer.
Jones
poster.
Cliffhangers.
It's a newer release.
Okay, GURPS Cliffhangers.
It's not GURPS because I hate GURPS. I know it's not.
Yeah, we know
GURPS.
Kristen hates GURPS.
I hate GURPS.
It's not White Wolf, is it? Adventure Tales of the Aeon Society?
No.
Indiana Jones style.
Worlds of Pulp from Skull Crow Games.
No, God, what was it?
There's Savage Worlds.
Amazing Adventure.
Wait. Is it Outgunned?
Hollow Earth.
No, that's not it either, is it? No, that's 2025.
Hollow Earth Expedition. All right, let me go find another list.
It might be Outgunned. It
Is
could
it
be
Outgunned?
Outgunned.
Because I just saw the cover and I was like, oh, it kind of looks like. I thought it looked like that cover.
It does look like that cover.
I think it's Outgunned. It says like, and it's from an Italian game company. Hold on. Oh, is it put out by Free League?
Yes, it could be that one. Yeah.
Let's gaming groups play out high store action movies like Ocean's 11 or Mission Impossible.
Yeah, but it's during a particular time period.
Like Indiana Jones, Mummy, or Tomb Raider. No, I think it's Outgunned.
Yeah,
it uses Outgunned's Director's Cut RPG system. Roll between 2 and 9 6-sided dice and score successes based on how many land on the same face. Interesting.
Oh yeah, Outgunned Adventures is the Indiana Jones font on the cover.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I think it looks like an Indiana Jones poster.
Are we sure it's Free League though?
Yeah, it is Free League. I'm looking at their website.
I don't see it.
I'm looking right at it, bruv.
What category is it under? Because I don't, unless they call it something else.
Combines action with movie tropes.
Free League.
Or ancient temples. Yeah, that is it. Because I just recognize the cover of that.
Adventure.
Yeah, I gotta get my hands on that. I don't know if I want to spend 538 kroner. Well, I'm going to their
currency. Do you use?
I'm on the.
Oh, it's because it's Italian.
No, kroner is Dutch, I believe.
That is the weirdest thing because, like, I'm on the website and I'm looking at their drop-down menu and I do not see it in their drop-down menu.
Outgunned. Let's see.
So either it's not in their menu and you can only get it through the search.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not in their drop-down. That is really strange. Well, so how did you get to that link?
I just searched Outgunned RPG.
Weird.
Well, what is that?
Because I just clicked on their
a shit ton of games.
Now it was mentioning Two Little Mice, and now if you go on Amazon and look for Outgunned, see, Outgunned is a system, I think, because their core rulebook looks something completely different.
Yeah, there's two.
That
one says Outgunned Adventures. It's the Indiana Jones style stuff. Yeah, there's the other one.
Yeah. Okay. There's 2 different books. Interesting.
There is, depending on what style game you want.
Well, that is a rabbit hole.
No.
It says cinematic action role-playing game.
Game system is called Director's Cut. The game is
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, because it's supposed to be very cinematic, kind of like Daggerheart can be rather cinematic. I don't know how their dice system works. So they also have Outgunned World of Killers.
I would imagine with a system called Director's Cut that, yeah, it is indeed very cinematic.
Right.
And probably very narrative as well.
Yeah.
Jump into cinematic action.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Cool.
I like that.
All right. What do you got next?
Okay, so this is my other...
Are you done yet?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to talk a little while.
You fucking done with your stupid shit yet so I can talk about...
No, I'm not done with my stupid shit yet. I had to listen to your stupid shit last week.
You don't have anything to talk about, Bryce, so...
No, I don't. I was going to ask you a question, Jason, but that's only if we end up with extra time. No, seriously, keep going, Kristen.
Okay, this is another thing you're going to have to bring up because this looks
right.
fantastic. Okay.
All right.
Your buddy, and maybe one day my buddy too, Ivan.
Yeah.
Right? Hunters Entertainment.
Yep.
Got a new Kickstarter. Zoologist's Primer. Okay. They have these other ones. They had the Herbalist Primer, the Geologist Primer, and the Mycologist Primer. And now they have a bird-focused Zoologist Primer. Now, these are books, I think, and they're up to like $200,000 or something. They only needed like 10,000 or something. There's like 11 days left. These books have like, it's not a combat thing. So there's no stat blocks, no combat tactics. It's not for like hunting birds, but it's how to like work birds into your game. You're gonna find it's on Backer Kit, I think. I don't think it's a Kickstarter. I think it's a backer. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Okay, so this includes folklore about different bird species, magic and occult, and game master tools for like, say you have like a druid who wants to have like a pet bird or something, and it's like this. So this particular book is all about birds. So it sounds like they're going to have other zoology ones, but they've already had in the past.
Supplement book then?
Yeah, and it's not system specific at all. It can be used for any system. They've already had in the past, like I said, an herbalist one. If you're having somebody who's like wants to really role play, like collecting ingredients in nature to make stuff. They've had a geologist primer and they've had a mycologist one if you're into mushrooms.
That's awesome.
So this one is all about birds. So it's talking about like understanding and integrating birds into your campaign. Which I thought was really, really interesting. And like I said, it's not stat blocks for birds. It's not how to fight birds. It's not, stuff like that. But it's like if you have a character or you want to like have a lot of bird lore in your campaign or something, So I imagine after this one, they're maybe going to do other ones that are zoologist primers that don't focus on birds. And of course, there's one with a really pretty cover with gold foil on it for the limited edition one, Brian. Oh, that thing's right there. There it is. There it is. See?
I can't say that I'm that into birds that I would.
I see. Well, I was looking at the past ones.
Ivan really only involves himself in really cool stuff.
I know, right? I would actually like to get the herbalist one because I think that one sounds really cool.
What's the name of Ivan's website?
Hunters Entertainment.
That's right.
Yes.
There's Hunters Books. There's Hunters. Oh, well, that's probably Hunters Books is probably the Kickstarter store. Otherwise, yeah, it's Hunters Entertainment.
Right. I'm really thinking about getting the herbalist primer. Because I like the idea of that and working stuff like that into the games a little more. Like it reminds me of running around Skyrim, and like grabbing ingredients for everything to like craft, to craft stuff. That's what it's like.
grinding herbalist in. That's funny because I'm rereading Dungeon Crawler Carl. And I'm not gonna read the eighth book until I re-listen to all the other audiobooks. I think I'm on book 3.
Okay.
But they just got one of their herbalism tables or alchemist table set up, and they just talking about. He keeps picking up all of the alchemy reagents from all the mobs that drop shit. So cool.
Yeah, the herbalist one says it, and well, it looks like the artwork in it is really nice, and like it's because it's like an illustrated guide, so you get a lot of artwork of whatever primer you pick up, like if because I'm kind of looking at the herbalist one, and it's got like millennia of folklore, myths and legends, and organized information to bring to your gaming table. It's got magic rituals and simple spells that you can collect these herbs.
I did not actually know they put these books out. This is really like,
I didn't either until I found the Kickstarter.
Deep fucking dive into a really focused aspect of something to add to your game. That's
exactly. It's like cool if you're just into it, but it also has like stuff to bring into your game. If it's good for your campaign, or you have a character, or one of your players has a character who's really into that stuff.
Right. Or like if they're playing the Fungrel in Daggerheart.
That's true too. The herbal one here says culinary, medicinal, magical, and poisonous properties. Each entry has botanical information, commonly used names, a description. But then it has like spells and stuff as well. So I thought they were really cool. Kind of makes you want to collect them all.
Herbalist. I would consider getting the herbalist one, because that's something that I know.
Herbalist, geologist, and mycologist all look really cool.
Geologist too, yeah. Wayfarer's deck.
Right?
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm eager to dive into their Outbreak Undead series, second edition.
I know, right?
And they've released a bunch of free content related to it.
Oh, really?
Their Outbreak Undead. Oh no, this is all their old 2.0. I think they're supposed to be coming out with a newer version of Outbreak Undead, but
maybe after this Kickstarter,
maybe I hope so.
Right? Oh, that's weird. Oh no, maybe.
I've been eager to get my hands on a new zombie genre RPG to start playing around with. I didn't really like the Walking Dead one. It was overly complex, and the character creations weren't nearly as fun as I was hoping they would be for the players.
Oh, interesting. I have to say, I'm not a big zombie person. Like, I didn't even watch any of The Walking Dead. I think I watched 10 minutes of one episode, and I was like, this isn't for me. I'm not a zombie person.
I watched it, and I was really, really into it up until about 5th season, and then that show ran twice as long as it ever should have.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think
it burned me out on zombies.
I think I watched it up until the final season when they were in the prison.
Yeah.
To me, I was like, okay, that was like the pinnacle of survival, kind of what you expect the world to be like. You're kind of all in this confined space. And I think by the 5th season, it became obvious that The Walking Dead was more about the relationships between the living, and the zombies were slowly becoming background, just kind of like
Walking Dead applies to both. It's the obvious, and then it's not so obvious, because like these people are already they're already dead, so they're just walking, but the clock's ticking type of thing. Yeah, they just kept telling the same story over and over and over again, and it kind of burned me out. I did watch The Last of Us, but I wouldn't call that really a zombie. They took a different spin, so that I enjoyed, even though I never really played the game. Otherwise I'm kind of burned out on zombies. But
that was a big thing for a while.
You shouldn't check it out. I mean, yeah, it was a huge thing. I think it's the circle's coming maybe back to vampires a little bit with the stop.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I really want to play my vampire game I have there, the Eat the Reich, where you're vampires that murder Nazis.
Yep.
You play a vampire, like your character is a vampire.
Well, I would assume so. Otherwise, you'd be playing.
Well, sometimes you fight the vampire. Yeah, I know, right? You don't want to play the Nazis. No.
There's a cool new game out. It's called the Third Reich. You get.
Oh, you are correct, Kristen. I found their panel announcement for Outbreak Undead 3rd edition. So it's the 3rd edition Outbreak Undead. It's also going to come out with a board game for it as well. So it's going to be a role-playing game and board game. You're right. It's coming soon to Kickstarter. So,
maybe after this one.
All right. So check that out also.
So many ways to spend your money.
Yep.
Just what Brian needs.
No, there's been a number of. There was another zombie side. There was a pirate-themed zombie side. Come on, right? And I'm
down with pirates, but I
didn't go there.
Was the game board a pirate ship?
No, it was a regular board, but that would have been fucking amazing.
Wouldn't that been cool instead of a neighborhood?
I don't know. Maybe a stretch goal is the deluxe is that it actually has a ship as a board. I haven't even looked at the Kickstarter because I know I'll fucking buy it, and I can't buy it. No.
Well, it's not the original company that you started with either. It's a different.
It's not. Oh, that's right. You said they sold that off.
Yeah, they sold that off, and they're. I think it's a different company now, or a different company owns the title of the original creator, or something like that.
GameFound. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So it's a real gamble to see if the quality diminishes with a new owner. You know, you just never know.
Well, I'll tell you this: you would not know by looking at any of the artwork or the box or anything.
That's good because that's one of the more popular things about Zombicide was the artwork. People.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
And the price for a board game, a Zombicide board game, the vast number of miniatures that you got was definitely, something that you could, feel somewhat comfortable doing that. So.
Did either of you try watching the whatever it was I mentioned last time? But no, I can't remember the name of.
It's like a regular board, but who knows? Maybe there's a stretch goal. That would be amazing, Jason.
Oh, MG, what was it?
Well, yeah, because it was 2 weeks ago. What were we supposed to watch?
It was. I told you they put Madness back up on. They had taken it down for a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They put Madness back up.
Yeah, I started watching it again.
It looks like they left the IP alone, which is I give them credit for that.
Right,
I imagine it's all the same rules and everything.
I'm sure GameFound bought it to preserve it.
Oh, of course. Why otherwise?
The previous creator just needed the money to get out of trouble. So
yeah.
I'm not too surprised by that.
Cool.
Have you guys seen these? I don't know. I've only seen it on TikTok, but I'm sure it's other places because I don't know if you guys are on TikTok. Probably not.
No.
These it's like you can play a VR video game, right? But it gives you like a walking pad to walk on, so you get exercise while you're playing the game because you actually literally have to walk through the game. Have you seen these?
Well, yeah, they made
it's a movie
Ready Player One.
Well, but they're actual real things.
Yeah, I've
that
seen
you
those
can get and do, and it helps. There was
that.
one lady I follow on TikTok who's lost like 80 pounds, like playing video games, because she's like walking for hours while people watch her on a live. Because the screen will be split, so you see her on the top with like the VR headset on, and she's on the thing. And you're kind of like strapped to it so you can't fall off or anything. And then the bottom half will be the game that she's playing, so you can watch her play the game.
Oh, okay. So it is a game that people are watching.
Yeah, she's playing a video game.
It sounded like people are just watching somebody walk on a treadmill.
No, it's a split screen.
It would not surprise me one bit if that was a TikTok trend. Believe me. Hey, did you see Barbara walking today? Yeah, man. Cat walked by at one point. It was Brian.
Is she on the cat VR? Is that what she's on? Is she on the cat VR?
I don't know. I don't know the name of the. You're talking about like the actual pad that she uses?
Well, yeah, because there's this thing called Cat VR where it's like this whole rig thing that you stand on.
It is a rig for sure.
Yeah, it could
Cat
be
VR.
this. Yeah.
C2 treadmill, Cat VR treadmill. Let me look. Yeah, it's very, very similar to that. Yes.
Holy
it doesn't
shit,
take up much floor space either. And you can like run, walk, and change direction. Yeah, well, she's making a lot of money on TikTok, so she had the money to get it.
Damn, look at that.
And then she's making more money while people watch her play.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
well,
Mother's Day sale.
I noticed that there's a split screen moments from fans. There's a split screen option, so it kind of prompted me to.
Okay, here in the corner is your little. Oh God.
So I mean, while you're using it though, like you're getting all this exercise.
Get off my
treadmill!
Like
I said, she lost like 80 pounds playing this game, and she's making money.
Yeah, she was playing this VR game called Ozempic. Right.
No, that's not what she was playing. She was playing something that looked similar to like Skyrim or like I think she might have been playing Baldur's Gate. Is Baldur's Gate out in VR?
That might be the closest we come to getting sued, Jason.
What's that?
That might turn out to be the closest we come to getting sued.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she can't sue if I'm right.
Oh look, here's people playing Fallout. There's people playing Fallout 4 because it's Fallout 4 is on VR.
That's pretty cool. Okay. I mean, I can remember.
So you can see the guy down here on his little treadmill walkie thing with the game behind him.
I'm actually by that one because one of the things that I remember way back in the days when we had first generation VR in the arcade games. And it was so massive, it took up like 500 square feet in an arcade, right? It'd be way in the back. It'd be this round stage. And then you walked into the middle of the stage, you climbed up into the gear, and it was just basically a poly world. You know, it was just like a polylinear world. Polygram and polylinear. And you played shoot cowboys at each other. Like, you were just like shooting at each other. That was it. That was like the pinnacle of VR success back in our day. And now, like seeing something that looks like Ready Player One.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I joke, but it's kind of cool. And I kind of want to freaking try it.
Well, how was that sale? What were they on sale? Was it sale $1,200?
No, one of them was sale $749, like almost half off.
Too bad. Now, see, and if you're gonna let people watch you on TikTok, it's a business expense. If you stream with it, it becomes a business expense.
Their gift.
You can always do those, pay over a few months or whatever kind of thing. But I mean, okay, I'll just say like.
So it's $1,200 right now.
I see. A lot of people that play video games, though, can be very sedentary. And I think it's a good thing to get people, up and moving that are big, huge gamers.
You know what, though? The website, to me, looked, for dropping this kind of money on something as tech advanced as this, the website, to me, looks like a fucking Temu website.
It does.
Oh yeah,
it is horrible.
Well, there could be other brands.
It looks like a kind of a fucking Alibaba Temu scam site.
Well, and there, I was watching.
Probably made in China, so maybe it's a Chinese website.
I was watching Crispy's Tavern, and they did a great piece on how a lot of companies are stealing podcasters' likenesses and taking clips from podcasters and claiming that podcasters are supporting the product even though they're not. That's become kind of crazy in Instagram right now. And one of the big ones that Crispy had gone over was those little tiny miniature projectors, those little tiny miniature and it's just absolute garbage. It's like $99. It's the best thing you could ever own. And it's like
works as great as spending $3,000 on a proper one.
And it was interesting to see just how gross Instagram and has become with ads. Like, pretty gross.
Oh man,
I still Facebook sometime, and I don't even see any posts from any of my friends. It's just ad sponsored, a company I follow, and I'll scroll for like 10 minutes and I don't even see anybody I personally know in there. I'm like, whoa.
So I only really engage with Facebook as it is linked to everything else, but I'm on Instagram when I post. But yeah, when I go through my feed, and I'm really, really, really careful about curating who I follow and even what I click on, because I want to keep it focused on gaming community stuff. Sure. Like I don't ever click, even if it's a product or something that I'm interested in, I never click on it from Instagram. I go search for it. Now I know they still track that, but it's not, I don't think it's quite as blatant as just, I clicked on this, so I want more. But man, any fucking thing you search, the algorithms are just out of fucking control. Like you said,
are kind of crazy.
I'm not joking. When there are some days, I don't know if it's the end of the month or whatever, but every third post is an ad, suggested ads.
Yeah.
Right. And I can just yesterday there was one. It was suggested for you, and it was a profile, and it was a legit profile, but it was suggested for you. I'm not exaggerating when I say that I clicked 12 times, ignore, and don't show me posts from this person. And I kept refreshing the page, refreshing the home button, continuing to scroll, still getting them. I logged out, logged in, still fucking showing up.
I've always been told when that happens, it's because they source it from different accounts. So when you block it, you're only blocking the one account. Typically, those spam ads will have up to 25 source accounts, so that they're just like spamming from different accounts.
But it shows up as the same profile name?
Well, it could be the same profile name with one change in the character. So instead of an E, they put in an A, or instead of a T, they put in an L.
Pay attention to that.
Take a look at the account name of the profile.
It is
another thing they do too.
They're doing their own products.
Another thing that they do too is they'll use multiple accounts to share the same ad, but the accounts are owned by the company that's selling the product.
Oh yeah, that I know. Yeah, that I know.
So even if you block one, the other shared posts are still going to show up in your feed potentially.
That one I've seen. Yeah, it sucks because they're rendering their products virtually useless. You know, it just makes it's fucking horrendous.
All social mediums have a form of ad. I would imagine at some point Instagram will probably develop a new platform where if you don't want ads, you have to pay for it.
Of course, because why not?
That'll be their next iteration, you know.
And now we need to end the show really quick, otherwise I'm going to start getting really.
So, a quick
ranty.
I actually have actually one quick thing. Well, two. One, continue. If you haven't watched Dungeon Masters, watch it. It's great. Great show. Absolutely.
I did start watching it a little bit. I really liked, especially how you said they're like explaining things as they go for newbies.
Yeah. So
and they'll show how many dice they're rolling across the bottom and explain why they're adding the modifiers. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're not long. I mean, they're between an hour and 20 and an hour and a half on average. So it's not, you don't feel overwhelmed to watch it. And the Dungeon Master, Jasmine, she's great. She's good.
Oh,
Dungeon
Master.
I
love her.
Dungeon Master. But anyways, keep
just
watching.
Added one of the other guys.
5.
It just added another player. Oh my god!
Yeah. He always reminds me of a Dracula type. He's just so goth.
Kind of. Well, it's not Alex Ward. I'm thinking of
him.
It's not him though. It's
the skinny guy with the comb over.
No, that's Alex Ward.
Right, he's in session 3 and 4
of Dungeon Masters.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He plays one of the victims.
I'll have to check that out.
They also do little side quests too, so they'll post.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the guy who is part of the game. You're right. They added Alex Ward. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is very vampire-y.
so this is when I got to drop this little tidbit of Watsy. This is when things are going well. Your new plan for IPing third-party source is actually working quite well. You're bringing back a la carte pricing, so that will kind of bring back the players that like to
do the a la carte
pricing. They're doing the seasonal promotion stuff, the seasonal horror, and the other things is all. And then imagine yourself, you're sitting in your middle management meeting talking about all your successes, and this squat little curly haired asshole comes in by the name of Chris Cox. He comes in and he looks at you and goes, "Hey, our subscriptions aren't very good right now. You need to get those subs up." So they released this hideous thing called D&D Beyond Drops on D&D Beyond.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't look at it.
But here's the thing.
I haven't even had a chance to look at it yet.
It's so horrible. It's almost as if they're making up for their crappy UI changes. So they want to give you this central place that you can go to for information. I do enjoy one aspect of it, which is, they centralize new feats, new spells, and everything for you to quickly go click on it and take a look at it. They centralize some of the content that maybe people wouldn't know anything about. So I'm like, okay, so if you're correcting a UI mistake, and this is a great way for you to create a central repository, that's great. However, none of this content is shareable. So the only people that have access to this content are people with hero subscription or with DM subscription. So if I've got a bunch of players in my game that don't have a subscription, my content enabler will still work for my standard library, but anything that shows up in the drops, it doesn't work. You can't share any of it.
So you basically can't use it in any campaigns you're running.
Not unless all your players have hero subs.
Jesus.
So how convenient is that? It's like, your DM becomes a salesperson because all DMs typically have the master's tier subscription because they want to manage all that content. But let's say I have a table of 5 players on my digital interface and they're like, "Oh, wow, that Fae pack sounds really cool. How come I can't see it?" Well, just go out and spend $5 and get your heroes subscription, and then you can see it.
And do you know what the answer from a player is to either a DM? And what's your player going to say when you say as a DM, when they're already paying for a seat? By the way, you also have to now subscribe to D&D Beyond. Bye. Or if it's a home game and nobody's paying, then you're asking somebody to pay for a free game.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Pretty crazy.
They just continue to amaze us with their business acumen.
And what's funny is the more I play on the website, just kind of look around, the more I realize that about 95% of the website is not new. Like, it's not new.
No, it's shuffled around and regurgitated.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even shuffled around and regurgitated. It's just you have a new homepage. That's it. Anywhere you click from the homepage, it's still the same old website. It's not any different. And I'm just like, boy, they continue to be tone deaf. They just continue to be tone deaf. Or, like I said, as
part of D&D Beyond drops, subscribers get a weekly ready-to-play encounter and quick play map on D&D Beyond Maps VTT. This week, subscribers have unlocked the Mummy's Lair. Are your players brave enough to delve into the Mummy's tomb? So, does that mean a paying subscriber, or does that mean
correct?
Because you could be you could technically define a subscriber as somebody on a free tier, but is the drop? Is this? You said this is a repository of like the latest stuff that's dropping. Is it like a snippet of this and a snippet of that will eventually be released in a larger?
No, it's its own media.
I think it's just monthly additional content.
Yeah, it's just a gimmick to get more subscribers. That's all it is. It's just a straight up gimmick to get more subscribers.
I mean, I totally, if I were to play devil's advocate, I could totally see the rationale being, well, this is a reward for a paying member. But there's that little, if you're, like you said, if you're running a game and you can't share this with your players, what's the fucking point of having it at all?
And that's the real problem. It's like, as a master tier holder since, God, I think I've had this thing now since D&D Beyond came into existence, like the very first time they came out, because I've
had it since about 2018.
Yeah, I'm an internet nerd. I've always love that digital space because it's easy for me to access and enjoy and get to the content. Are they horrible developers? Yeah, they're pretty bad developers, but you can get around some of that. I just think that the best part about being a master tier holder is that I can share my content
absolutely
for up to 5 campaigns. So it's like,
that's really the only core useful thing that it does for a DM.
Yeah, for the DM tier subscriber, yes. Otherwise, if I wasn't a DM, I would tell everyone, if you're interested in subscribing and getting access to pretty decent content, then the $4.99 for the Heroes subscriber, I mean, that's a cup of coffee a month. So it's not a big...
I get it.
Not a big commitment, right?
Yeah.
But what's funny is they have these 2 tiers, right? The free tier, the Heroes tier, and then the DMs tier. But the website doesn't acknowledge your tier. Like it's like like I said last time, I said if they really wanted to generate a new website that made sense, that would be really appealing to users, as soon as you recognize I'm a master tier, treat me in my platform that way so that I understand the value of my relationship with the technology. That way, whatever's free, whatever's hero, I can still have access to the content, but my experience as a DM master tier.
Well, that's essentially that's never going to happen from them, because that's essentially designing the website 3 times.
No, actually, that's not true at all.
Yeah, to do it properly, it is.
No, it's called privileges and permissions. I've built websites like that. Basically, what you do is it's a single site.
Well, it depends on what kind of site they build. If it's modular, if it's completely modular from a design standpoint, then they could do it easily.
I mean, we were bootstrapping shit like that 10 years ago. It's not rocket science. It's actually...
Well, anyway, that's kind of... So, yeah, that's astounding to me. You're right, because nobody would... I don't know why you would buy that as a player unless you're just really interested in content.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, right? If you look at it...
It says it's an adventure. Why would I, as a player...
Yeah, but you got to go to the main. You got to go to the main drop menu, because in the main drop menu, they have feats, they have spells, they have dice sets. They have character sheet frames.
So they're putting all that together in a book. So you buy a book, they're putting it in as drops, so you subscribe to get stuff on a on a regular basis.
Now, I could understand charging an a la carte price for somebody who is not a paying subscriber, but to force a subscription to be able, it's dumb.
Well, no, I mean,
are you positive that you can't share that as a DM?
Yeah, I've already tried it. Yeah, I've already tried it. So, like, for example, I think these are things that got left on the floor and they didn't know what to do with it. I really do. Like, I think these are things that didn't make it into the big book releases. These are things that got trimmed out of modules. These are things that maybe were on the cusp of approval, and now they have a place to put them to entice an increase in subscriptions, like, I mean, the Fae Pact, right? Why didn't the Fae Pact come out with the Witchlight book?
I don't know.
Right? That would have made sense for the Fae Pact to come out with the Witchlight book at some point, so maybe they, there's the Fae Sentinel feat, right? Okay, those are 2 really good examples of what should have come out in the Witchlight. And I'm like, well, they probably were on draft and never made the cut because they didn't have enough people to do the work. We've been talking about that for years, how they really undercut their staff. And, if you look at the 2024, 2025 book credits, they're half the number of people they were for, 5th edition when it came out 10 years ago. So, I really think this was their clever solution to having a whole bunch of draft approved work. And they're like, hey, why not take all this and gradually roll it out to our subscriber community so that they can become our sales force? They then entice other people to pick up the Heroes subscription. That way, you're kind of using your fan base to boost your subscriptions.
I mean, I love the idea. To your point, like all this. Oh, it's awesome.
The only part that's missing is enabling the content. I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know why they didn't do it.
I mean, an oversight, maybe.
No, I just don't think they want free players having access to it.
Well, then that's just shitty on their part.
Yeah,
and fuck that. It's capitalism, and they're here to make money. That's a sneaky, underhanded way to get.
It's really sad because there's this really cool first level spell called Buzzing Bee. You call forth a noisy spectral bee. You target a creature that you can see within range. The bee hovers around the target, distracting it with loud buzzing. For the duration, the target has disadvantage on wisdom checks, dexterity checks, and con saving throws. In addition, the target cannot benefit from the invisible condition.
Con saving throws to make concentration check.
Yeah, I mean, what a cool spell. But guess what? No one's going to have access to it unless you're a subscriber.
Yeah, that's fucking shitty. It just is. Or the only people that benefit from this directly are DMs, so that they have it for their players to play.
Yeah.
But now you're underhandedly forcing a player to have to pay even more to play D&D, or to have to pay to play D&D, at all, if whether they want to or not. It's thumbs down.
To me, I've always felt the one thing that would probably benefit WotC a great deal is if they took the Volvo approach. Do you remember that movie about the advertising guy who was rewarded for
referenced that Crazy People. I referenced that all the fucking time.
How cool would it be if WotC just came out and said, hey guys, gals, and everybody in between, we have this great idea of all this content we have lying around, but really we need to make money. So here's the thing. We can't give it away for free, because if we do, we're just going to lose money on this. And right now, our horrible decision-making in our website development is really costing us a lot of money. So here's all this cool free shit you get if you subscribe. Help us out. Subscribe. And just help bring us into the 23rd century so that we can make more content for you and continue to be assholes. Like if they literally did an ad like that, I'd be all in. I would be like, oh, finally, some honesty.
So the Volvo. So what Jason's referring to, the Volvo model. So in that movie, real quick synopsis: guy works for an advertising agency, which is why I love that movie. And he goes and he loses it. He has a nervous breakdown, and they sent him to a mental institution. Sorry for that.
They called it a funny farm.
A mental hospital, and he and the other patients, he like inadvertently develops this advertising agency just to kind of keep them busy, and they come up with all these ads that are nothing more than the God's honest truth. So it's like Volvo, we're boxy but we're good, or Porsche, it'll get old guys late.
It was great because the Volvo commercial was, we're boxy and ugly, but you won't die.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or like Porsche, you'll get laid if you're an old guy driving this car. So it was really hysterical movie. But yeah, I mean, again, it just shows that they don't respect their consumers, their community. Because you're right. If they would do what you just said, it would be like, okay.
It's just the tone deafness. It's the same tone deafness that's sweeping corporate America right now. It's just that same tone deafness, and it's going to require patience. It's going to require eventually a change of leadership. It's going to come under new management. Something will eventually change. It always does. Change always happens. It's the inevitable. The inevitable conclusion of life is that change happens. And on that note, we killed it out.
Hey, did you have something to add, Kristen?
No. Other than I need to go to bed.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's past my bedtime.
Well, thank you. I do want to thank you for sharing those games with us. There was some cool stuff in there. Thank you for
let us down another rabbit hole. Once again, that's one of the things I like about when you share your games. They come from very different spaces that I don't frequent that often. So it sends me down rabbit holes that are quite enjoyable.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to refrain from spending money, but I don't know.
It's spring in the market gardens for me. So all my extra money is going to getting ready for the June through October vegetable season. So that's where all my spare money goes right now.
Right.
Because that spare money makes me money. So that's where it goes. Hey, Kristen, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me on YouTube and on TikTok at Kristen's Epic Adventures.
Brian, where can we find you?
You could find me at RPG and Co on Instagram, or check out the website at playrpgandco.com.
And you can find
Jason
over at ttrpgacademy.life over at the website. Just everything you need to get to is over there on my socials and everything. Hey, Brian, Kristen, TPK.
Tell a story, Jason.
Play a game, Kristen.
And be kind.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.